What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the video, and this video is going to be all about what I have in this box.
What's in the box?
This is the Nike Romaleos 3 powerlifting shoe. I have never owned or even worn a pair of powerlifting shoes. I've been wanting them for years, but just never spent the money on them. And the other day I was like, I do this for a living, might as well, order them and give them a shot. So normally when I go to the gym and work legs, I'm always wearing like Converse or this other powerlifting shoe, and you can tell they're completely flat. I never go to the gym and work legs in tennis shoes because I don't like the way they feel. They're real foamy, and when you're squatting heavy weight, I don't really feel supported. So I don't like using those. I would rather just go completely barefoot. But the thing is, with powerlifting shoes, they're pretty expensive. This pair right here ran me right at $150. Now, if you get different colors, they can go all the way up to $250, and that's expensive for a pair of shoes that you're, maybe gonna be wearing like once or twice a week, and the rest of the time you can't use them because they're only made for just like powerlifting or Olympic lifting. And I don't even do Olympic lifting. So, I just finally said, hey, I'm gonna buy them and test them out because a lot of people say they help on mobility. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. So I'm gonna do this full review for you guys to let y'all know if I think they're worth buying. So we're gonna start with the unboxing. You open it up. Of course, you have the shoe right here. Now, I know back when they first started off with powerlifting shoes, they had a different pair that you could not bend. These are actually bendable, is what I saw online. So yes, you can bend the front of this shoe. So I guess you're able to do calf raises and stuff. Before, these were completely flat, and I don't think you were able to actually bend them at all. So they do have some flexibility in there. They look pretty nice. I went with the white pair. They have all different colors, and the white pair is actually my favorite, and they were the cheapest, so go me. The insoles in here, you can switch them out. They come with, I think, two different ones. Yeah, two different ones. These are the soft ones, I believe, and these that's already in here are the hard ones. So they have two different ones depending on what you like. It's just a personal preference. Now, holding them, they do feel expensive. They feel like they're made very well. The tongue itself feels really thin, so I would be scared that if I pulled that too hard, that would actually pull off. So I got to be careful with that. They strap on the top, so you're able to tie them and then strap them down, I guess, for even a tighter snug. So let's talk a little about the advantages of buying powerlifting shoes. Now, what they do is actually keep your back up a little bit straighter, so it keeps you more upright during a squat because of the elevation in the heel. See, the heel is a little bit, it's got a little bit of heel on it, and this you cannot bend at all, so it helps with stabilization. And you can test this out by going to the gym and getting like 2.5 pound plate or a 5 pound plate. Stand on the plate with your heel and try to squat and see if you can squat down a little bit lower. Now, it also helps with people with a narrow stance. So if you go to the gym and do a more narrow stance for more quad dominant squat, this can help you go down in the hole a little bit more. If you're a little bit wider stance, then you can do fine with wearing Converse. But you got to understand, guys, a lot of powerlifters, the strongest people in the world, normally don't use powerlifting shoes. They use Converse or just go barefoot. So you don't have to have powerlifting shoes to be a power lifter. You can just use regular shoes. So let's talk about the sizing and why I went with this powerlifting shoe over the Adidas AdiPower. So first off, they say this shoe is actually made for a person with a little bit wider foot, and I have a wider foot. The Adidas AdiPowers are a little bit more narrow, so they say if you have a really wide foot that they can actually hurt your feet, and I didn't want to do that, so I ordered these. And I ordered a size 11, and that was the size I wear in Nikes, because a lot of things you read online, people are saying, you need to go a size down to get them just right, or a size up. So I didn't know what to go with, and so I just decided to actually order the size that I wear in Nikes, and they're pretty snug. Now I'm gonna see after my workout later on today if they're too snug. I might can go with the size 11.5, but these fit right now, I think perfect, but we'll see. Now, I know the Adidas AdiPowers, they say you need to go with a size lower, so If I wear 11, I would go with the 10.5. But with the Nikes, like I said, I just went with the size I normally wear with Nikes. And so far, I think that was a good plan. So now we're actually gonna go to the gym and give these a shot. And after the workout, I'll come back and give y'all my full rundown and let you know if I think these things are worth it. As you can hear, this gym that I'm working out at is popping. So they have a CrossFit place right across from the free weights section. So I decided I was going to do a commentary because the music is just so loud. So we started off with leg extensions. Anytime I lift heavy, like doing squats or doing a big compound movement, I kind of like to get on an isolation movement just to get as much blood in the muscle as possible. So I did 4 sets of 15 reps on the leg extensions and then went straight into squats. I did around like 4 warm-up sets. I have to warm up a whole lot on my squatting because of some issues. I don't feel great if I go up too fast in weight. So I did those 4 warm-up sets, and then the working weight was 405, and this was a PR day because I have never done more than 2 sets of 5 reps with 405, and this day I was able to get 6 sets of 405 for 5 reps. This was actually the first set, and the first set was actually the hardest to get the 5th rep up for whatever reason because the rest of them went pretty well. And I was actually impressed because certain days I'm not even able to get 405 for more than 1 rep. Like certain days I squat, I'll go down and do 1 rep and I'm like, no more. But this day I was feeling good. I don't know if it was the shoes. They really did feel really good. Like I felt more stable with these shoes and I felt like I was able to push from my heels a whole lot more than what I normally do with normal shoes on. So as I said before, this was a heavy day. So I like to switch up my workouts from one day being a more lighter day, doing more supersets, drop sets, and then a heavy day so that I can keep my strength up because right now I'm in the phase of trying to lean down. And when you're trying to lean down and lose body fat, you want to try to keep your strength as much as possible because if you can keep your strength up, normally that means you're keeping your muscle mass, and that is the main goal of a shredding phase is trying to keep as much muscle as possible and lose as much body fat as possible. So after the squats, we went on to leg press. I did 5 sets. I tried to hit 10 reps, but each time I would do a set with this weight, I would always get around 15 to 20 reps. It was just too light, and I just kept going up in weight, and I think I ended on, I think it was like 10 or 12 plates on each side, and that is where I actually hit the 10 reps. So I did 5 sets total, 3 sets of like 15 to 20, and then the other 2 sets was 10 reps when I eventually picked the weight that was actually good for me to actually leg press for those 10 reps. The shoes felt great on leg press. I was actually really surprised how well I was able to leg press with the shoes. It just felt like they didn't slip at all. A lot of the times when you use other shoes or tennis shoes especially, you slip and you feel like your toes are going to go outside, like shoot out of your shoe. But with these powerlifting shoes, they did not feel like that at all. I was able to seem like I was in control the whole entire time, and it was not a problem. And I was able to lift a whole lot more weight than what I normally do on leg press. And a lot of the times I don't lift a lot of weight on leg press because of my knee, but I don't understand it. But with these shoes on, my knee was not hurting during leg press. I have no idea why that is, but it did. So I was able to go up in a lot of weight on the leg press. After those 5 sets of leg press, we went on to standing one leg, leg curls. I just did 4 sets of around 10 to 12 reps on each leg. So just went back to back on each leg. And that was actually the end of the workout. It was not it was a pretty long workout, to tell you the truth, because of all the squats. After the 6 sets of squats I did, I was resting because they were heavy. I was resting about 2 minutes in between each set. And normally when I work out, I only rest about 60 seconds. So I was doubling the amount of time that I normally do. So the workout lasted about an hour. but it wasn't that many exercises. So if you want to give this leg workout a try, just go back, rewatch it, write it all down, and let me know how you enjoy it. Now onto the rest of the video. So I just got home from the workout, and I'm going to give you the rundown of these shoes. Now, first off, I do believe they helped me with my squats for sure. I was able to go down a little bit farther in the squat. So I was able to break parallel a little bit better than what I normally can just using Converse or being barefoot. And they feel like they have more support. So when I'm pushing off my heels, I just feel it has just more support than just wearing Converse or being barefoot. So I really do think they helped a whole lot. I hit some PRs during this workout as far as volume. I was able to hit that 405 for 5 reps for a lot of sets. And normally when I'm using tennis shoes or just barefoot, I'm not able to do that. So it just might be a psyche thing, you know, it's a mental thing maybe, that I was working out harder because I had new shoes. But I honestly feel a difference even on leg press. I was able to go down a little bit lower in leg press without kind of my knees hurting, and it just felt like I had more support throughout those lifts. So I really do think these shoes have a purpose, and if you're able to buy a pair of shoes or you have the money to spend, I would definitely recommend a good pair of powerlifting shoe. Now, if you don't have the money, I would not worry about buying a pair. I have worked out for 12 plus years and have never owned a pair of these things. So I don't think they're a must-have, but I do think if you have mobility issues where you're not able to go all the way down in a squat, and for me, even on the front squat, that's actually where I have the most problem. Now, I did not front squat in this workout. The next workout that I do on legs, I will be front squatting. So I'm really curious to know if they're gonna help my front squatting a lot, but on back squats, I could even feel the difference. So if you're one of those people that have problems going down in a squat, you know, look into some powerlifting shoes. They have all different kinds. They have some cheaper ones. These are just like the higher end. So you have like your cheaper ones that you can get for like $100 or something. Then you have your higher end ones, and this is what I bought. So let's retouch on the sizing. I know I said the 11 seemed a little tight before the workout, but after working out in these things, I found out that I picked the right size, that the 11s were perfect. If I went with like a size 11 and a half, I think they would be too big and I would be slipping, but the 11s was real snug and they felt great. Later on, when I use these things for months, I will let y'all know if I still like them. But for right now, I really do like them. So guys, I hope this review helped, because when I was looking over reviews and stuff, I didn't see too many out there that kind of just gave me in-depth as far as if I should buy them or if I shouldn't, if they're worth the money. So I hope this review helped. And if it did, guys, please give the video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. All right, guys, peace. Do you think that would be good?